Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? This is Dorothy again, and today I'm going to continue with my story. So, today I'm going to tell you how they came to break the news of my daughter's death to me. I'm going to tell you that because these people, hmm, they are callous. I've never seen irresponsible people like this evil couple. Never. I've never seen people like them. Never. These are the same people that I've been calling. I have voice notes of me calling them, telling them, when are you going to let my child know me? What are you doing with this child? What is going on with her? I've constantly called these people over the years. Even recently, last year, I had a conversation with this woman. I called her on the phone after I repeatedly had dreams of my daughter coming to report sexual assault on her. She will come in my dream and she will tell me, oh, they are sexually assaulting me. And the first time I had that dream, I called the social services and I said, please, I need you to go do a welfare check on my daughter living so and so place. And they said, what happened? I told them I had a dream. And that was my mistake. I shouldn't have said that. I didn't know. Because I'm just a plain person. I say my thing the way it is. That's just me. I don't know how to, something happened and I will try to quote it. So I just told them, I said, I had a dream and my daughter came to me in the dream and she's telling me that they're sexually molesting her. This was just last year. And the wicked and stupid lady I spoke with said, ma'am, how can you say that? Do you have mental issues? And I can't even believe that an American will ask a mother if she has a mental issue because she reported a child. But that is to tell you how far these people have gone with diabolism. They blindfold everybody. It's like nobody can reach. Even everybody defends them. They defend them. Even, no matter how what you report, they still defend them. So that day, that lady lashed out at me and told me all kinds of things, and I lashed back. It wasn't like me. I lashed back. I said, look, you can't talk to me like that. Who are you? I want to speak to your supervisor. And she was like, okay, ma'am, just take it easy. You know, we can't report anything based on a dream. Do you have any? I said, okay, even if it's not a dream, can you people go and do a welfare check? And she said they will. I never heard back from them. I kept, I still called the second time after a few weeks because that dream came like 3 times. My daughter was reaching out for her, she was crying out for help in my dreams. So I had these conversations with these people over the past 1 year. I've been calling this lady, especially the woman. I've been calling her and talking to her. When are you going to let me see my child? You people have suffered me for years. This girl is grown. I need her to know who I am. And she would say all kinds of things. The first time she said, oh, do you have a pastor with you? We need to talk through it. I said, no. When we did this thing, there was no pastor involved. She said that because when she did the first one she did, when we had the deal that she had no support. I said, no, you had your husband, you had lawyers, you had your family. I was the only one. I was by myself and I was dealing with the whole of your family. I was talking with everybody, asking for help. So don't tell me you were alone when you people concluded your evil deal. You were not alone, never alone. So that's that. This is just to let you know how much I called her and how my daughter always reached out in the dream to talk to me about what she was going through, apart from what people are telling me right now. Because right now, my phone is full with messages, with recordings, with all kinds of information about what transpired in that house, what transpired between them and my daughter in that house. I'm just getting all of them now. But before then, I used to have some dreams of her talking to me. So after this whole talk and everything, they still refused. So my mind did not go, guys. My mind, if somebody told me that this will be the end of this story, I would say no. I was waiting for a beautiful end, a situation where she'll be getting married, and even if they don't call me, I will get to hear that she's married, and I will reach out. And I was just expecting a good news. I was expecting something wonderful, not this news that they brought to me on the 21st of this month. That very day, I recalled that I was so moody. I didn't know why. That 21st, I was moody. Not only the 21st, my daughter died like almost 2 weeks back, because the police could not even ascertain the day she died, because they met her already dead, and rigor mortis had already gotten in. And when you hear about rigor mortis, it means it's either the person has been gone for hours, sometimes days. It depends on the state of the body at that point. The report says that was already on. The body was already going bad. My baby's body was already going bad. So prior to that day, the police report said she passed on the 11th. But these fools told me that she passed on the 13th. And that's what they wrote on the stupid obituary that they made. This girl passed on a date that nobody can ascertain, because nobody knows actually. But the date they met her was on the 11th. And they didn't tell me until the 21st. That was when they sent 2 people to my house. I was in my room, and suddenly I noticed people were standing in front of my door. And I looked at the camera. I don't know who they were. I was like, who are these people? This was after hours. I've already gone into, it was around 7 past 7 in the evening. I already retired into my room. So I was like, who is this standing? Who are these people standing at my door? And I went ahead and I came downstairs, and I opened the door slightly, and I looked out and I said, who are you? And they said, oh, can we come in? I said, no, you can't come in. I don't know who you are. What do you want? Because they're strange. And the lady said, oh, this is me, and this is my husband, and we just want to come in and talk with you. I said, regarding what? She said, it's regarding, they mentioned my daughter's name. At this point, my eyes opened, and she started speaking in Yoruba. I was like, okay, come in, what is it? Guys, I was expecting to hear, oh, she wants to see you, so we brought her. Or, oh, she's sick in the hospital, we want you to come and see her. Or, she ran out of the house, do you know if she's with you? We want to know if she's with you. Those were the questions I was waiting for. And they got to my living room area, and they asked me to sit down. I said, no, you sit down. You can't come into my house and ask me to sit down. I said, sit down. They said, oh, no, madam, you really have to sit down. I said, no, you have to sit down. So when I saw the way they were talking, I knew it was nothing good. So I sat on the floor. I sat on the floor and I said, you people can sit. Tell me what it is. I want to hear. And they met her in the room, and she was already deceased. They met her in the house. She was already deceased. I said, who met who? Guys, they say, tell me your friend, show me your friend, and I'll know who you are. That's not wrong. That's true. Show me your friend, and I'll know who you are. This couple, I mean, this evil couple that took my child are evil. And I'm sure their friends are evil too. If not, how would somebody ask you to go and pass out that news about a child that the mother has been asking for 22 years? I've been asking for my child. I've constantly asked for my child. I never kept quiet. I never stopped talking. And I constantly told them, you know what you did. You know this adoption is not right. I kept saying that to them. I told them it's not, you didn't do it the right way. I wasn't even going to do adoption. What you did is not right. And I asked them, where is your conscience? Every time I ask them, where is your conscience? Why don't you people know that you've done me wrong? Return my child to me. And no, they didn't. Instead, they sent these equally callous people to come give me that message. That's why I said, show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. Because anybody that could be friends to these people is equally the same people with them. Because as I am here, you cannot tell me to go and give some bad news to a mother that I know has been crying about her child in such a careless way. These people broke this news to me without asking me if I was alone in the house. God so kind. Thank God my daughter was not, she hadn't gone back to the college already. My son went back, but my daughter was still in the house that day. And she heard me scream and she ran downstairs. And she started asking her, who are you? Who are you? What do you tell my mother? What do you tell my mother? These people just came and announced this thing to me without even trying to say, okay, do you have somebody in the house? Or do you have somebody we can talk to? No. After all, it's Dorothy. She's a nobody. She's a nobody. We've been controlling her for years. We might as well finish it up. We've been dealing with her for years. We might as well give her the last blow. They did not make any preparations to prepare my mind. That day I had so much thing going on in my heart. I was like, I was so restless, guys. That 21st, I've been restless prior to them, but that very day, I was so restless. At a point, I told my daughter, please go help me out in the daycare. I need to go put my head somewhere. I went, and after a few minutes, I went back again. I said, play this music for me. I want to put it on Instagram. And she recorded me dancing to Peace When Trouble Blows. Peace when trouble blows, Jehovah sees, Jehovah knows, He's my peace. I was just singing that song that day. I didn't know why I was singing that song. I said, come and video me. And my daughter videoed me. And I sang that song and I put it on Instagram. I didn't know why. So when these people came and gave me this stupid news, I said, no wonder. No wonder. No wonder that stress was there. No wonder I had that dream. No wonder I was feeling that way. No wonder I was feeling so restless, so agitated, so, you know how you feel so cranky. I was so cranky that day. And they finished talking. And you know what this woman said? The woman that came bringing the news, she said, oh, and they are blaming you. They said you caused the death of your daughter because you were talking online. I said, wow. At that point again, my daughter lost it. Like, are you blaming her for the death of my sister? He said, no, that's what the woman said. That she said you were making videos and that's why. I said, oh, I'm making videos. And my daughter went and did what she did because I was making videos. Does it make sense to you that I'm making videos talking about my child and she went to you and said, I need to know my mother? That was the bone of contention, guys. My baby girl saw my videos and she questioned why they kept it away from her. But they wouldn't tell you that. They will not say that to anybody. But from reliable source, that was what happened. And as soon as this girl started asking questions, they took her to Nigeria, where they made her numb. Yes. For the first time, my daughter had to travel. They took her there and they did God knows what. Because they said when my daughter came back from where they took her to, she started acting strange. She wouldn't talk to anybody. She was doing that right from time. They said sometimes she would lock up herself in the room and wouldn't want to talk to the couple. There was even a time that she was in the hospital because she was depressed. They rushed her to the hospital. And when she got there, she told doctors and nurses that she doesn't want to see the couple. And it took days before she could allow them in to see her. This girl had been battling with them. Show me my mother. I want to know who she is. And it's so sad that at 22, my daughter could not use her own senses to come to me because they took her home and they numbed her. And I'm saying it here. I am saying it here. And I want them to come and defend themselves. This girl went home for the first time. When she came back, she was a changed person. She couldn't talk. She don't talk. She was just strange. They made her to close her mouth. Just like you remember when I told you the story of when they took my daughter from me, they numbed me spiritually. If you remember my story. They did it to me. I threw away my cell phone. I started walking around like a mad person here in Maryland. It was only God that closed the eyes of the authority. That time they would have thrown me in an asylum. But I would dress up normally and I'll just be roaming about. I don't know where I'm going to. I'll have the sense of going to work. I'll go to work, I'll work. Sometimes I close from work and I roam around for hours. These people are capable of doing it. They are diabolic. Highly diabolic. I'm going to still tell you how they've been attacking me since this thing happened. Since I started making video again. This is my third video. I should have made a video before now. But they have started attacking me. They want to quickly close my mouth again. But I said, if there's God in heaven, no matter no matter the power of any voodoo priest, no matter the power of any occultic power, they cannot reach me. Because now I have my daughter fighting behind my back. She's fighting that battle. And I have God. So these people came here and gave me that sad news without even caring about my welfare. Oh, and she told your daughter said you should not go online to talk. Yeah, they told me that my daughter requested in her suicide note that her mother, I said, oh, she knows I'm her mother now. That her mother must not go online to talk. That she wants to go quietly. Her death should go quietly, not unnoticed. I said, you lie. I told them. I said, so my daughter will go like that. And she's requesting that I should keep quiet. I said, that's a lie. My child cannot say that. My child couldn't have said that. Why would she say that? When she's been asking about me all this while. And you had to take her. They had two reasons to take my daughter to Nigeria. Two reasons. And I'll let you in on the second reason. I'll let you in on the second reason when that time comes. They went there to numb her. So she came back to America looking like a sick person. They said when she came back, she started losing weight. She was losing weight, dropping. And besides, this is not a hidden thing anymore. The girl was losing weight. People were asking, what is wrong? Oh, she's doing. And the sad thing, they said, even when the girl is there and you ask questions, this girl will not talk. She will be the one to talk for her. Oh, she's doing gym. She's gymming. So you want to keep fit. And this went on for a long time. My daughter was numb. She was not talking to anybody. They said she would stay in the room and not come out. She was not taking her shower. And this evil woman had the gut to tell her You are stinking up my house. You stink. Oh, she's there stinking. My own child is stinking. You took this child when she was just 3 days old. How come? How come you did such a bad job on her? Even if she's thinking, truly she's thinking. If you're a mother, you would have known how to take care of that situation. But because that's not your child, you decided to let her go the way she went. Oh, she's stinking up the house. She doesn't eat. She doesn't talk to anybody. She'll just stay in her room. Don't worry. The last one she said is what I'm going to tell you the day I'll give you the second reason why they went tonight, why they took her home. When I'm telling that story, I'll tell you the statement she made on that day, that she told her friend that my daughter was stinking up the house. These people made life so unbearable for this girl in that house. So unbearable. They came, they told me, she said you shouldn't do this. She said you took her husband. I mean, who goes ahead to complain about snatching a husband when you came to me to announce the passing of my child? I took your husband, and your husband is still in the house with you. This man doesn't even come to my place. Because there was a time my children grew up and they were asking when they were like 18, 16. They wanted to see him again. They were crying so bad. And he was also calling me, can I see the twins, please? And my children gave him a condition. They said, if you want us to see you, you must bring our sister to see us too. And this evil man accepted. And the first time he came, because they will come and I'll just let the children go. He takes them out. And they did it 3 times. The first time he came, he took them out. They asked after their sister. Oh, she was busy. She's doing this. The children kept quiet. He would take them out to malls and they would just walk around the mall. He would tell them at the entrance of every mall, oh, I don't have money. I don't have money. We're just going to go in and look. 16-year-old children who thought that this is their father coming to see them. You're not telling them you don't have money. And he would take them roam around the place and bring them back. They did it 3 times. The third one, he took them to somewhere again. That was where when my children came back, they said, Mommy, we don't want to see him again. We don't want to see him because we told him we want to see our sister. He doesn't want to bring our sister, so we don't want to see him. We've given him 3 chances. So we're not going to see him again. And the next time he called, they said, no way. And that's how that relationship got cut off. I don't have anything to do with this man. Nothing whatsoever. If you give him to me on a platter of gold, I won't take him. Because any cheating man is not a real man. Any man who can go and rape a woman is not a real man. He's not a real man. So after my experience, I would never go ahead with him. But this evil wife of his told the lady that they sent to me that because she wants to take my husband. Is that why my child died? Is that why my child had to go? Is that why you pushed her and pushed her and pushed her until she committed suicide? What will make a child, if that's the only child in the house? You people are supposed to be millionaires. You're supposed to be up there. How come one child that was placed in your hand had to go like that? If a woman loves a child, even if a woman has 30 children, she will control those children. She will love them, even if she has nothing. Our parents, our great grandparents did it. You don't take care of children because you have money. You take care of children with or without money. But these people have enough, according to them. Yeah, they claim to be rich couple. They live in a big house. They have the money. How come the child that was placed in your care, just one, couldn't survive your nonsense? You pushed this child until she got so fed up. And because of the numbness of And because of what you already did to her, she decided to just call it a quit. These people came and told me this rubbish, and were saying all kinds of rubbish from their mouth. They were telling me all kinds of stupid things. And I asked them, did you people hear that they just announced that they have twins? They said, oh, did they? We don't know about it. Okay. Go and ask them how the twins came. If they could announce the birth of twins, put their pictures everywhere online. And my daughter had already died that time, but they didn't announce her death. I said, then why are you coming to tell me? Oh, we didn't know they had twins. We didn't know. We didn't know. Had twins from where? That's why I said I still have another story to tell on that. You welcomed twins. You had surrogate mother give you twins, a boy and a girl. And my daughter went, my daughter had to go. My daughter had to go. So you can see how evil and manipulative these people are. How heartless. A child that stayed with you for 22 years just went like that. And you did not announce her passing. You did not. I was the one that started calling people. My child passed. Oh, when? How? And these were her friends. I was the one that announced my daughter's passing to her friends. And they all got upset. Why would she announce the twins, the birth of twins, and not announce the death of their child? That is how evil these people are. So right now, my daughter had to go, and they have a set of twins. And God, God, and I'm challenging American government who has refused to do something, to look into this matter. I want this matter to be looked into. Where did those two children come from? That is what I'm asking. Where did those two children come from? And why did my daughter have to go and do what she did? Immediately you announced it. Why didn't you do your surrogacy when my daughter was 5? Why didn't you do your surrogacy when my daughter was 10? Why didn't you do your surrogacy that you claim now? You claim you did surrogacy. Why didn't you do it when she was 15? You waited until she was 22. Actually 21. That's when they took her home. And 22, children arrived. And she had to go. Make it make sense to me, because I don't understand. Make it make sense to me. Nigerians, I want you to listen to my story. Share this story anywhere you can share it. Share it. I want people to hear this story. Share it. Share this story. Help me to share this story. Share this story. That's all I can do for my baby girl. That is all I can do for her right now. American government has tied my hands. I can't talk. They will take me to jail if I talk. They will tell me I'm harassing them. But I'm not mentioning anybody's name here. But Nigerians, anybody, Africans, Americans, anybody that comes across this video should share this story. Let it make sense to everyone how my daughter will pass and immediately they are now announced twins. Where did the twins come from? Where did those children come from? Where? Where did those children come from? Remember, my daughter is not part of their family. My daughter is not their blood. So anything could have happened. Why did she suddenly become a fool? Why did she suddenly stop talking to people at 22? What happened in that house to her? What happened to her? Please share this story. I want everybody to hear this story. I'm calling on VDM. I'm calling on Daddy Freeze. I'm calling on Linda Ikeji. Anyone that can get to this story, please share this story. These people have taken it far. They have pushed me. They've pushed me. They've pushed me to the wall. And I can't take it. I'm not going to die though. I'm going to stay alive and fight for my child. If I didn't fight for her in life, I will fight for her in death. I will fight for her. This girl needs justice. She needs justice. You did not announce the passing of my daughter, but two twins appeared from nowhere. At 60, almost 69, you are going to welcome twins. Why? Why did you do it when you were 60, when you were 50? The opportunity did not come then. But the opportunity showed face and you utilized it, and boom, my daughter had to go. And you claim it was suicide. This is America. This is America. This is America. They said America is a land of law. I see no law because my hands are tied. I need help, people. I need help. I need help. I need the justice for my daughter. They have to tell me what happened to her prior to her committing suicide. They have to investigate that suicide and know if she actually committed suicide. I've cried out to the police. They're telling me she committed suicide. There's nothing they can do. Where is that done? If I was a daughter of a president, would they say that to me? No, they will find a way to investigate. I need investigation on the passing of my daughter. I need to know why she did what she did. What pushed her to that? Please, people, share the story. I have nothing else to lose. I have my twins. Yes, I have them. But they will understand that I have to fight this battle for their sister. Because they've looked forward to meeting her. What my son said that day I told him about her passing was, oh, so we finally did not get to see her. That was what he said. And my son broke down. And my son broke down. He had to go through therapy. My daughter is stronger. I've been asking her, do you need to go? He said, Mom, I'm still fine. Whenever I think I do, I'll let you know. But my son quickly got into therapy because he couldn't stand it. He said, Mommy, I did my best. They were showing me websites where they've gone to check for their sister. This girl doesn't even have a WhatsApp. She's not on Instagram. She's not on Twitter. She's not on Facebook. She's nowhere online. They caged her all her life. How can a 22-year-old American child not have any social media representation? No presence at all. It's like she never lived. Put her name anywhere, you will not get her. They made sure she was never online. Because if she goes online, she's going to hear about me. She's going to see things. Even the video of me that she saw, somebody sneaked it and let her see it on her phone. It's not like she was online and she saw it. A good Samaritan made her see it on her own phone. My daughter was not in Twitter. She was not in Instagram. She was not in anything. Facebook. Who dashed her? And these people were calling her their daughter. And she was suffering. Suffering. Came to tell me that my daughter passed. I said, what happened to her? Oh, they met her unresponsive. I said, really? That was all they thought they could get from me. I had to go dig. They forgot I'm the mother, that I can still get the police report. I got the police report. And what I saw on the police report is different from what they are telling me. That is how callous and wicked people can be. Callous. They thought I didn't have any proof to go check on her again. But the day I had my daughter, I had her birth certificate in my name. And that ties me to her forever. You can only change her name. You can't change my name as the birth mother. And these people had the guts. An Igbo man They are both Igbos. They forgot the culture of the Igbo land. They snatched my child from me because can they dare this in Nigeria? Can you take somebody's child in Nigeria forcefully? No. But America is America. Oh, you signed something. And that's where that's what the government held on to. You signed something. Something I was cajoled to sign. Something I was threatened to sign. We'll call immigration. Immigration will pick you up the next day. Who will not give up a child and instead become a house girl, a nanny to her child? Moses' mother did it. Moses' mother did it. She preferred to be her son's nanny than to lose her son. And that's what I did. I said, before they send me out of this country and I don't have access to my child, let me stay and keep quiet. And that's what I did, guys. I was not just a stupid woman. I kept quiet because I wanted to stay here. I didn't want to leave America without my child. And now I have to leave America without my child. So I want whomever is watching this video to please share it. I don't care anymore. Share it. My child is already gone. But I don't want her to be gone for nothing. She cannot go for nothing. She deserves to get justice. Not after suffering all that she suffered in that house. She will now go quietly. No noise. When they took this child from me, they put her on Ovation magazine. Everybody can check Ovation magazine of 2003. So why did you announce her passing? Why did you have to do it quietly? What do you have to hide? What are you hiding? What are you hiding? You numbed everybody for years, but everybody's mouth is open in the name of Jesus Christ. Everybody's mouth is open. All closed eyes are open in the name of Jesus Christ. Every closed door is open right now in the name of Jesus Christ. Your manipulation is over. You can't do it anymore. They came to announce her death to me. Carelessly. And after they stood up and they left. We have done what they asked us to do. They left. They left me here hitting my head all over the place, shouting. They didn't even say, let us stay. They left. I had to start calling. My daughter was calling my friends, calling people, please come help me. Mommy, come. I was calling. My daughter was calling. They left. Mission accomplished. But I need to know what pushed my daughter to that. What did you do to her? What did you say to her? What made her? What pushed her? 22. And she's not even a graduate. 22. Because these people did not allow this girl to go to. She's been home, kept in the house, kept in the cage. She doesn't go to party. She doesn't have a boyfriend. She doesn't have anything at 22. They bought her a car that they announced to the whole world. Put the car's picture. How many times did that girl drive that car? How many times? They will buy things and they will announce it to their social media friends. Oh, we just got her this. We just got her that. How many times? How many times did you see that girl in their living room? People who goes there. How many times did you people meet that girl? Because I know all of you are watching me. How many times did you go to their house and you see that girl in one of their living rooms? She was always locked up in her room. How many Nigerian parties did you take that girl to? How many Nigerian friends did she have? This girl had no friends. They are solitary. They didn't want her to have friends. The few friends she had were white girls, because they were scared if they allow her to go close to Nigerian children, the Nigerian children will hear something from their parents and chip her in on it. So they had to make sure that she never associated with Nigerians. They left where they were living among Nigerians. They went and got a house where it was only whites. They stopped going to Nigerian churches. They started going to Spanish church. What a wild and weird lifestyle. All because you want to cover something. But your little secret is out in the open. What can you do about it? Or you think if American government refuse to put you where you belong, that God will keep quiet? This is the last straw from you to me, and God is definitely going to answer this time. Because you have murdered sleep, and you will never sleep again in your life. You will live up to be 100. You will live up to be 200. In the name of Jesus, I'm not praying for you to go. You will live a long life to see what God will do, how God will deal with you for what you did. Because even if it's evident that nobody deleted my daughter, but what pushed her, if that's what she did, truly, what pushed her? If your child commits such offense, the right thing for the police is to find out how the child has been in the house, what is going on. They will ask, does she have friends? They will go to her friends and ask questions. Did she behave like she wanted to do this? No. American police closed the chapter when they got to Dorothy's case. They told me there's nothing they can do because it was suicide. I said, but can you investigate on what made her? Oh, we're not doing that. That's for the court. That's what the man told me. After, they will say there's no juju. There is juju, but there is Jesus, and he's going to destroy this juju. He's already gone. The man who did this juju and you that they did it for, all of you are gone, because Jesus is going to deal with you. You will stay alive and see how God will start to deal with you. I don't pray for death for you. Never. You won't. I won't. My children will not. All of us watching me will be alive until God deals with you. He will deal with you in a way that you will have no choice but to confess your sins. Because you people have done the worst. People adopt children and they pamper the children. That's few. Because majority of people who adopt children maltreat the children once they get their own children. They start to maltreat the children. Because the child did not come from you. You never had any morning sickness. You never had any stress that came with pregnancy, that comes with pregnancy. You just got a child that somebody had already carried and suffered for. You carried that child, and you couldn't even manage that child. Shame on you. Shame on both of you. And your shame is shaming everybody. Shame on you. Shame on you. Please, guys, share this video for me. If there's something else, if there's something you want to do for me, share this video for me. Let it get to the right people. These people has taken sleep out of me. I know I have my other 2 children. Oh, you have other? Yes, I have my children, but even if a woman has 50 million children, you dare not. Who are you to take one out? Who are you? Share this video for me, guys. Let it get to where it should get to. And I'm willing for any interview. I'm open for anything. I want to talk. I want this thing to get to where somebody that can help me will help me, because I need help, guys. I need help to get justice for my daughter. Share this video for me, guys. Please. Share it and let's do this together. Please, let's do it together. This child that passed is also your child. It's your child. Because every mother in this world, Every child, every children in this world belongs to every mother in this world. It could have happened to anybody. My daughter cannot just go like that. 22. Then she just decided to delete herself. Why? What caused it? That's the question I'm asking you this morning. Go and think about it and get back to me with the answer of what happened to my daughter. Why did she have to go the way she went? Guys, I'm going to stop here today. The next video I'm going to make is the visit of these same people that came to give me the news. They came back the second time and they gave me a condition regarding my daughter's burial. I'll share that story with you tomorrow. Thank you so much for hearing me. Please help me to share this. God bless you.